won't take us long to do this, and we can get to the food. So we can do this rather quickly. First of all, my name is Tommy Jordan. I'm the pastor at Central in Gray. We have the pleasure of having Jasmine and Brent worship with us, and it's good to be able to be down here for this. This is close to stomping ground. I grew up in Sylvester and Cairo, so I'm used to the section of the state. I'm glad I don't live with the Nats as much as I did. But it's good to be back down here and be with you tonight. We're going to have a word of prayer, and after that, I will sort of talk us through what we're going to do, and we'll work through it. She and I will together, and we will show you what you're doing, and you pay close attention. The quicker you catch it, the quicker we get to it. Let's join in prayer. Lord God, we thank you for times of celebration. We thank you for this day and for this couple as they come to express their love and their commitment to one another. We thank you for their families and their friends that gather to support and encourage them. Now as we come to this time of rehearsal, Lord, guide us that we might accomplish what needs to be accomplished in order for the service to be an uplifting and encouraging time. Guide us in our time. In Jesus' name. All right. The first thing she's going to do is we're going to start as if you had already processed, okay? She's going to tell everybody where they're going to be landing when you get down the aisle. So, yes, they can. The two of you will be standing right here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. And then we'll have Mrs. Ryan. Yeah, right in between there, you that way, and then here. And then the girls, please, ma'am, Miss Jasmine.
Yes, we'll be on.
Why is everybody doing that?
We don't look alike or anything.
No, about the same. Do you want, is that okay with you, or you want to face up a little bit further? About the same, y'all are. Yeah. Spread out just a little bit. Okay.
Julie's going to have some room in her.
Pardon?
She's going to have some moving room because she's got to be able to turn and do this. That's the main thing. It's just
You closer to the wall.
they're fine. They just need to be aware she is going to be moving, and you're going to have some
Not
room.
dancing.
Unless the lights start flashing.
Okay, y'all slide a little bit. Just kind of watch the girls over there, space out. No bum tomorrow, ride. Make them on her, no big watches. Okay, so Miss Shirley, y'all don't want to be sitting on the second pew, okay? The usher is going to bring, I've got Ron is bringing Woodard, will bring Ron. You'll have that,
Acolyte.
the light.
Candlelight. Call it acolyte.
And he sings.
ACOL.
He'll carry us, y'all. Y'all roll up there. Y'all just kind of hold it and light and explain the light. All right?
Grooms.
Bring Ryan. And then the groomsmen, Ryan, you'll have to take that back with you. Do you want him to walk, to step up there, or him just to come?
I think he could just sit here at the side and let them.
Jamie's gonna be.
She won't be here when they do.
That's right.
They won't be here.
Okay.
So they'll move it. We'll go out and
Right. This, and as you come in, you'll go out. Okay, where is the little
Flower girl and ring bearer.
ring there?
I need to know where they're going to be too. They need to know during the ceremony. Where do you want them to stand after they do their part?
After they do, I would just let them stand right where they are.
Between the best man and grooms and between the patron of honor and the next right. We will later, not at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you will be there. Your uncle will be here with you. No. When we come in, I'm the only one that gets the center spot. And then I give it all up to y'all. But yeah, y'all will be,
Okay.
y'all will be right here.
But when they do step up, it's all about her.
All right, we need your escort.
Have a break.
He's taking them out. Hang on.
I have no idea. There's a red light that says. I'm either.
There
I
we
am. I told him I'm loud enough. But yeah, to be able to hear that. It's probably a little hot. So, yeah. No, have him on that side. Have him on the left. Yeah, I want him on that side. Yes. Yes. That's what all my books say to do it that way. Yeah. All my books say. Actually, he brings you down and it's immediately a transition. If you want it that way, you can swap it. I don't
We
care.
stopped back there.
But if you've got a big train, you're gonna have the problem of skipping over the train.
So I need to be on the side.
You can't.
That way he can slip back in.
We stopped back there and let him say it, and he sat down and then you came forward. That's what I did.
Here is, all right, once you're in place, now that you're all, this is where everybody's going to be, right? You know where you are. You're going to remember that, right? We're fixing to walk through the service, the actual service. Then we're going to recess, go back out, stay in order. We will practice seating the parents, and then we will process back in. So just remember where you have to land. That's the important thing. What order you come in and who you walk with and that kind of stuff. All right. When you first get in, after you get in here, I basically ask you and Jasmine, I basically ask you, are you sure you want to do this? I do it in a nicer way, but that's what I ask you. And once you, well, actually, I don't do that. I do, we're gathered here to marry. And then I turn immediately to you, and I will ask this question in this way. I will say, who has the honor of presenting this woman for marriage to this man?
I know. That's what Mama said. Her mother.
All right. And as soon as you say that, you get to go sit down. I keep pulling that. All right. So I'm going to ask that question. All right. You've just gotten here. Everybody's in place. Everybody's staring at you. So relax. Everybody's looking at you. And I will say, we've come here together, blah, 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 blah. And who today has the honor of presenting this woman for marriage to this man? And you may go be seated.
Sit down with Miss Charlotte. Are you gonna be up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there.
You'll go in.
Third grade. All right, as soon as that's done, we're ready for the song.
Is all we have. Don't need to practice.
Wait, quick question. Would you rather do that there or come on up and do that while he sings? We can move you up anytime. So you want to be there or you want to be up before he sings? Okay. So as soon as that's done, they'll come up and then you start. That's your seat. All right? Go for it. All right.
What did you do?
Because we're gonna have to go through it.
All right. Then, at that point, you need to face me. And I ask, this is where I ask. Are you sure you want to do this? I ask you, then I ask you. All right? Once we've done that, it's where you take a nap, because I'm going to talk for a few minutes about what a wedding is and what it's about. This is the sermon part, not yet. Oh, yes, I will tell you what to say. Yes, you do. I will say, if so, say yes. And you'll say yes. If so, say yes. Yes. Okay. Then I do the little sermonette thing, the homily. And at the end of that, see, it's a 4 pages long.
What?
It's not that long. And then we come to the...
Baptist church.
I keep sure. You've been in me. You know how to. All right, we're going to do the, at that point, we come to the expressing of the vows. And that's the repeat. That's what y'all said. So that's what we're going to do. I'll ask you to join right hands at that point. You can face each other for this. I'll ask you to face each other. You will join right hands, like you're shaking hands for a contract. Okay? I know that's hard to do. You'll get your chance. All right. And I will say a sentence at a time. I, Brent.
I, Brent.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you, Jasmine.
All right. And I do the same thing. I, Jasmine.
I, Brent, thank you, Jasmine.
Good. As long as you get it somewhere close to the right place.
But once it returns.
All right. After that, we do the exchange of rings. The best man's going to have your ring. He's going to have the ring to give to her.
Yeah. You have to.
Oh,
No, they're not going to actually bring the rings, right?
okay. I didn't know
You're going to actually have it in your pockets.
Okay.
Yes.
You're important.
All right. And I will come over to you. No, he will just have it. And you put it in my hand. And I come around this way and I hand it to you. You take it out of my hand. When you go to take it out of my hand, this is how you take it out. It's going to be lying like that. Hold it like that so you won't drop it. Okay? So practice picking it up. Hold it tight so you won't drop it because we don't want to chase down the aisle. All right? All right, then. Now, once we've done that, once you take that ring, I will tell you to place it on her hand. You can quit shaking hands now. You've done that with me. I will tell you to put it on her hand, her ring hand, and to put it on there and hold it. So you'll put it on there and hold it in place while we do the ring stuff. And I will ask you the question and say, if so, say I do, and you will say, I do. And then we will do the same thing. I will reach over to you and you will hand me a ring. And I will come to you and you will take the ring out of my hand. And then you will take it to place on his hand, his ring hand. That's not the ring hand, that's the right hand. That, you never get it on, chances are. It goes on that finger. All right. Then, and I'll tell you to hold it in place while we do the vows, or while we do the sharing of the rings. Okay? The expressing of that. All right. Once we've done that, you hold it in place, and then again I ask you the questions, and you say, I do. All right? You've repeated vows. This is the one where I say, do you pledge your life? If so, say I do. And you will say, I do. Then I will say you can now light the unity candle. This is going to be the trickiest part of it. You have got to come over to this side, and you have to come this way. The going back is the hard part. All right, then you will each take those at the same time, lift them up. You're going to have to press down and twist a little bit. Then touch the flames together before you touch that, and then go down together to touch that. All right. Once it's lit, you do whatever you're doing with those. I don't know if you're extinguishing them or if you're we talked about it, but I didn't write down what y'all do. And then you'll sit it back in there. No, not All right. Now, yeah, you each had your turn. All right. At this point, you move back into position. You just need to get out of the way. You will go. And you may have to help her. And if you do, you may have to help her with the train or whatever. If you do, you can pass that off to do it. All right? To get the train straightened out.
That's not a kid, right?
No.
Okay, good.
All right. Now, once we've done that and you're there back together here, I will have a prayer of dedication. I will pronounce you married. I will ask you to turn and face the congregation. I will introduce you, and then I will say the benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you. All right. When you turn and face that way, she gives you the bouquet back.
Thank you.
And I will mention that. If it's not done, I will say to do it. And then I will do the presentation. You will hand it to her before I introduce them. You're going to help her. You're the catcher on that side.
You could she walk down without?
She can. That will be fine.
Yeah, get down
All right.
there.
When you make a note, so I'll be sure to ask at the same time. After I say that benediction, you step down, and then she hands you the bouquet. After the benediction, she hands it to you before you jog out. Okay?
Oh, no. Now that's a kid. No. That's three. That's three. We're gonna have a baseball team before we have to.
All right. Now then, when you've got that in place, you will recess to music.
So we walk. Wait, I gotta fix it. Wait, the door's open? Well, it's not there. He said, I don't ever miss you.
I'll take you, Lynn. Okay. And then we need the usher that brings in the bride's family to come back.
I don't think they can hear you. So usher that brings in the bride family.
Excuse me, the groom's family. The groom's family.
We need the usher that brings
The groom's family goes out first. Isn't that right? The bride's mother goes out first. I did it wrong. The bride's mother, the bride's family. She's in charge of all of this. She'll be back there to tell you. I just do this. Things are right.
You'll come here and turn around and I'll reserve for your home.
Just get out and run. That's correct. This is exact opposite.
It was sitting on the table.
Now we need the other escort.
Other usher will come up and you go around.
Better. That's a better chance.
He should follow them. I mean, they're going to come up here, and when he comes in, then he can go in and then come back and just.
Yesterday. Well, I just picked it right up here.
Are we ready to, let's do the process in again. Get them in the right order, let them practice that lighting it and bringing it in lit and the whole bit.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna get in line. Now before,
Well, the groomsmen and every, oh no, because they gotta walk going. I know I clean up good, don't I?
Yeah, I do want to practice it. I do want to.
Ma'am.
Who's gonna be the first one next morning?
Who could let Jack, like, Jack's gonna be in that room.
Right, where is he?
I'll probably be. Can we tell everyone to come around?
Let me show you how this operates. Right, this is a relative.
Yeah, that's right, well, and I can set.
Right, now,
And I
not a
can grab an
problem.
umbrella.
Now, if it starts to go down, push that. If it starts to go in, pull that down, right? So you can hold his arm and he can carry it this way. If you have to make any adjustments, you can. If you're not too far, it's just going to carry it that way. Carry it with the bell around.
I already told her I was going to. Oh, she said to wait.
When you get up there, once they get it back to you, I want you to put it out. We're going to need that lighter. I want you to put it out. It'll go down and immediately back up. Because if you don't push it back out, it will stick down. It will actually melt and you'll have to do all kinds of stuff. But you put it in and pull it out. Before he comes back, you know, you light it. Okay? Second person understand that, give it a show.
Okay, Miss Beth, will you play some travel music for the mothers?
You go ahead, yeah. It's just a regular candidate, is all it is. If it starts burning damage, you want to do it.
You're
And
good.
when you're through, after they did it, and they're done,
That's a
pull
long
it down.
drive.
push it back up.
Yeah, you're so yeah.
Now, preacher, you and the best man and...
I need the best man and
I need the best man
groom.
and the groom. Best man and the groom. Y'all are in that first door to the left, okay? With the preacher over there, okay?
Right.
Still having to do it.
How do I know when the families are seated? What signal are you going to give them?
Usually
Is she changing the music?
change the music.
Is she changing the music after they're seated or before the next set? If I know, then that's...
Miss Beth. Beth, are you going to, did she ask you to play anything different from the other instruments?
Okay, that's fine. All right, what we need to do, somebody on the cell phone, send me a text, say that.
I can do that.
Send me a text. Just send me a text. Yeah, send me a text and say now, and I'll let it know. I'll have my phone in my pocket.
But I think once.
When we get the mothers,
When the-
mothers, when Miss Shirley comes.
I'll be back there, you can just.
When Miss Shirley gets here, the usher gets all the way to the back.
So they're gonna go on.
You say
That's the
now,
time for
you
now.
say the word now, and I'll come in. Okay?
Now, I'll play something different from the last one.
Well, the groom and the, you want to start the different one when we come in the dance?
Yeah, that's the rich right there.
Are you? That's what I'm asking. That's what we're asking. So I know when to come in.
I'll go like that.
Oh, okay. All right. She is going to change. She was going to play Canon D for her procession, other than the family. Okay, so,
After they get seated, don't I start playing for the?
yes, yes. I mean,
That's the reason I asked. I'm sorry, I didn't think of that.
now, I was just wanting to know what my signal was going to be, so we have to.
Okay, and when you guys play it loud, I go get it now, anyway, then when she starts that music.
Okay, yeah, they may not get there live. I mean, it's slow in here in the church sometimes.
Okay.
It doesn't
She
go.
just needs to play Canon D a little longer.
Let me get the mothers.
It doesn't always go. Oh, I mean the bride and groom.
All right, ready for now? You had to be there to understand. Miss Beth, we need traveling music.
I'll see if I can find him. Oh, here. Yeah, if you don't walk right in the middle, this thing will flip.
No, I stepped on his foot. It will sit down.
Like you just slide it, and then you slide it. Yeah, kind of stand over to the side line, if you don't mind, so they can be seen, okay? And then they'll hand you that, you can help her down, all right? Okay, let's go like that.
I look across that. I was too high. I was ready to no, wrong ball. They're gonna change the song.
I didn't realize that you
You're supposed to text,
now.
not let her start playing Canon D.
He's standing there. I don't have a phone up here right now.
Turn and face the door.
Dennis made a mark. This isn't the best man.
I know, I'm so
That's not the best man.
They was bigger than us.
everyone will stand up. When Miss Shirley stands up, everyone stands up.
I thought you fit on. I was like,
You turn as soon as she gets over here.
So let me get this out for you.
Go right ahead. We'll just stand here and listen. I will not rush you. You just take all the time you want. I will not try to talk over you.
we'll go slower tomorrow.
We have come together in the presence of God to witness and bless the joining together. The union of husband and wife, blah, 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 blah. Acknowledging God has brought them together. Who today has the honor of presenting this woman for marriage to this man? Maybe see. Then you, at that point, you're going to come
Yeah,
forward.
y'all stand up.
You're still holding it. You can hand that to me.
Remember, y'all.
As soon as he leaves, you can hand it to him. And then you step
When
on it.
he leaves, you step over. You see that one right there? It needs to be between all of them.
You didn't want me to flow through with this.
I'm fine.
All right.
All right. He does the song. Immediately after the song. Jasmine, you sure you want to?
Yes.
Greg, you sure you want to?
Yeah.
All right. Talk. At this time, we come to the expressing of the vows. Please join right hands as you express these vows. I, Brent, take you, Jasmine.
I, Brent, thank you, Jasmine.
Blah, 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 blah. Jasmine, please repeat after me. I, Jasmine, take you, Brent.
I, Jasmine, take you, Brent.
Blah, 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 blah.
My waffly wedding.
Be my waffle.
Be my waffle.
The ring is a very precious gift, so on and so forth. Then I stand there. With all of the sports acumen I do not have, watch it fall wherever it lands.
I don't know if I can do that though.
There you go. You take it. You no longer hold it like this. You can be holding hands, but you're not. Place the ring on her left hand and hold it in place while you express these. Do you?
Do you?
No, you just don't. It's over. I'm just doing the short version. Say I do.
I do.
I tell you everything to do every step. Place it on his left hand.
Slam. Just go ahead and run through a Sharpie.
We need X marks the spot.
You're getting bar. Did you do it wrong? Okay. And you say I do.
Alright.
And you can what? You need to count.
I meant that.
You're gonna want to straighten it for the purpose of pictures.
Yes, it does.
Once it's lit, y'all come back into place. Prayer of dedication, pronouncement of marriage, introduction of couple, return. By the way, after the pronouncement,
Okay.
the introduction.
Well, you did all of this and you left that out.
Then the introduction of the couple, words of benediction, the Lord bless you and keep you. Again, you step down at that point, I will touch you on the shoulders, you'll know to step down. And you stop right there. She hands the bouquet, and you take 2 steps and wait for her to fix it again.
Please, thank you.
Walk to the front row. And stop.
This is gonna be so hard tomorrow.
Go for it.
I'll just wait for you. Look. We're running.
You got some. That's gonna be your feel every night.
Very emotional.
Smiling down the aisle.
Hey, you gotta go back and
Yeah, he's the last one.
No, we ain't running on there. Probably, well, you could, and then you just stand up there.
And wait.
Yeah. That's what my next, I'd like